So y'all honestly care? Like, you really want the tea? You want me to spill the tea? Let's get into the tea, which is ironic because this is all coffee, baby. This is a coffee house. Let's get into it. I'll be switching in positions for you. Getting in the kitchen and I'm in a better room. I'm gonna need a lip they say I'm coming through close. I'm gonna love infinite, nothing I wouldn't do. I don't do. Switching for y'all, it's been a minute. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Reese, the Psych PA or the Resilient PA. If y'all some OGs and you've been with me since the beginning, then you know me as Reese, the Psych PA. But then if you a real OG, you've been with me since I've been in PA school and maybe before that. But hey, how y'all doing? If you're new here, please like this video and subscribe. Feel free to check out all my older videos. If you're interested in PA school, I have a whole playlist on that. If you're into my podcast or want to know what that's about, I have a whole playlist on that. And if you're interested in my entrepreneurial lifestyle and things, just lifestyle in general, there's a playlist on that. All right, guys, so this will be like a catch-up video. It's been a couple of months. Last time you guys heard from me anything about my job, period, when I did my Houston vlog, and I was just starting my training in hormone replacement therapy. That's my side gig. That's my PRN job I do 3 times out the month. And now that it's been a couple of months, I can tell you that I absolutely love it. For 4 hours, 8 to 12, I see anywhere from 70 to 115 patients easily. You guys are probably like, what the heck? But it's pretty cool because they set up a whole system to where we have transcriptionists. We document a certain way so the transcriptionist can follow, document for us. They sign off for us. So, I mean, it's a whole thing that they have, which I'm not going to go into detail here because I don't know if I can. But what I will say is it's not stressful, believe it or not. 70 plus patients in 4 hours you think would be stressful, but it's really, really, really simple. It's not like your traditional medicine, but it is. Of course, it's patient-centered, of course, but it's a different entity of medicine altogether. I love it. The staff is supportive. The company has the right vision in mind. First of all, that whole company and majority of its like core leaders and stakeholders all come from military background. They're all men, so they all understand how important it is to have your life back, to get on testosterone, and to feel like yourself again. I mean, because we know as we all get older in age, things go downhill, especially after 30. But you have to be at least 24 when you come to our clinic, and you can't be wanting to have children. If you want to have children, we will recommend against you getting on testosterone for obvious reasons. But we do men, of course, testo, but we also do women hormone replacement by pellets. And by creams. Now, a lot of people rather go to their OBGYN for that, and that's perfectly fine, but like, let's keep it real. Majority of our staff and majority of the people in medicine are female. Sometimes they feel comfortable coming to us, which is okay. Our prices and how we do everything is cool, and we see them, we check in with them every 3 months, and then they do have an OBGYN or a gynecologist that checks in with them via telehealth. You know, that's how we kind of work together for the females. And the third part of my job is weight loss. We do phentermine, bensphentermine, Topamax. We do weight loss meals and in-body scans and all the things. All in all together, mostly on Saturdays, if it's not a refill for weight loss, like for phentermine, if it is weight loss altogether, they mostly see the nurse. They don't see me. But all testo visits see me, and that's primarily what I see on a Saturday. Just to recap, I love it. It's not stressful. It's great money, and I work for an awesome company that is very supportive, and they care more about their patients and about their providers because they want to keep us happy, of course, for obvious reasons. And I just love to be a part of a company like that. That's my PRN job. Boop, in the basket. Love them. Shout out to Synergenics. If you're in the Texas area, Chicago area, hit them up. I sent you. Okay, so moving on. What is going on in psychiatry? In my main gig, for my main thing, what's going on? I can definitely tell you that I left my job. I left my current job. And I'm pretty sure you're kind of like, sis, what? Hold on. I left my job. Remember like that video I filmed about negotiating your contract, and I probably said a couple of things, or I hinted at a couple of things that most people probably wouldn't hint at publicly, but I'm just keeping it real with y'all. And anybody who watched that video know there was no lies detected at all in that video, like at all. I was truthful, I was honest with you. It didn't mesh well with me. They weren't meshing well with me. Just agreed to break up, and it was a clean breakup. It wasn't messy. You know, just some things just don't agree with your soul, and it just didn't agree with my soul. And Texas is one of the most hardest states to get your license in. Okay, so I had to go. No, and they respected that. I respected them, and we just parted. So I bet you're like, okay, so what are you doing now? Well, first of all, sis had to take a break because I have been working since I graduated. No breaks. Like I went to Cancun, and then I went to Cabo, and every time I took a trip, it was only for a weekend. So what did I do? I waited like the next day. Yeah, the day I stopped. The day of my last day, I did a half a day. The next day, the next morning, I flew out to Miami. That was the recent tropical storm during that time that just came not too long ago. And I had no idea a tropical storm was coming at the time when I booked the trip through Priceline and stuff. Skies was clear, honey. I was planning on jet skiing. I had never been to Miami before. I loved it. And I'm super sorry to my PA counterparts who was like, you was in Miami and they hit me up. Listen, I'm coming back. Okay, don't trip. I'm coming back. But yes, I was in Miami for a couple of days during that storm, and it didn't get bad. The most it did was flood. I had a rental car. I went to the Versace mansion, or the ex-Versace mansion. I forgot the name of it now. Dior Cafe. I did some shopping. I saw some sights that I could see. The things that I wanted to do was go to Little Haiti, Little Havana, and go to the art district, the shop in the outdoor outlet shopping mall. That's what I wanted to do. Those were the only things that I didn't get a chance to do. But oh, and go to this rooftop bar. I wanted to go there, but besides that, I had a pretty good time in Miami as far as sights go. I did want to go back to the beach, spend longer at the beach, and do some jet skiing. But I will be back because Miami is such a fun place, and everybody there called me mommy. And for a minute, that took some time for me to get used to because I'm from New Jersey. We got people that call you Poppy, people that call you Mommy. We got Dominicans. We got Indians. We got Latino, Latinas, Black people, of course, white people, of course. We got a little bit of everybody. The city, New York and New Jersey, of course, the tri-state. But when you have lived in the South, you left that wonderful era. You relocate to Texas. I just keep going more and more south because one, I love the heat. One, I love Southern hospitality. And one, I just love barbecue. And Texas was just calling my name, and I just went. Nobody in Texas is calling me mommy. And so that was just something that I had to get accustomed to. And then right when I got accustomed to and got back here, then I have to get out of it. But needless to say, I enjoyed my time in Miami. Came back, surprisingly went to Chicago. Okay, and if you follow me on social media, I'm pretty sure like you're just like, what in the world? Like you saw me going zip, 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 and you were like, dang, she got it like that. No, I don't. So the Chicago trip was for my new job. And I work for Geode Health, which is a primarily new company, startup company for mental health. And they are wonderful. They are an authentic, genuine company to work for. I have never been at a company where I've actually met my CEO And he actually like sat down and we actually had the chance to ask him questions, and he cares about the questions that we ask, and his answers are well thought out, and if it's something that they're missing, they're going to get it together. And their main objective is to take care of their providers so our providers can take care of our patients, and taking care of the staff. I have never worked for a company that their main objectives was taking care of the staff, or one of their main objectives, because of course patient care, patient access to services. But I love everything that my CEO and co-CEO said about why the company was started, what they aim to do, and what their primary goals are. It aligns with my soul so much so that I actually think that for a minute there in Chicago, I almost started to cry because it just seems surreal. And I think at the end of the day, everything is still soaking in for me with this new job, because I have never worked for a company that actually cared about me as an employee. They say they care about you, and then you keep working for them, and over time, things unravel, unwind, and you see them for who they really are. I would say, in my experience, 3 to 6 months, maybe even to a year, is the time period that things really start to unravel and you're like, okay, yeah, I know I'm gonna leave. This job seemed like somewhere I could probably park my car, take off my hat, and make it and call it home. Honestly, everybody there is so genuine, so authentic. I actually feel like I can be myself wholeheartedly, and that they're just going to take care of me as a provider, make sure I'm happy in the space where I'm working, and if there is a problem, strategically have a meeting about it, work it. I mean, that's the way that things should be. But you would be so surprised that there are so many companies out there that say they're patient-centered and not provider-centered or whatever. But this job, it aims to be both, and I'm just so thankful and so happy that they gave me an opportunity through the interview, and that they wanted me as a part of their team. And I pray over time that I end up being, having an administrative role and end up training and all the things. So it's a wonderful company. I am a warm person, a very heartfelt person, and I felt that. I truly felt that. So after the training in Chicago, I was there for 2 days, got a chance to meet my mentee, hey Morgan, and then I had some deep dish, went to a rooftop, came back, and then did training for 2 days, flew back to Dallas, exhausted, been in training 3 days, 2 more days straight, and then I got training tomorrow, which is Monday, Tuesday, and then we go live on Wednesday. So I don't know at what point you guys will be seeing this video, but I can definitely tell you I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Saturday was the first Saturday I didn't have to work my part-time job, and so I tried to stay in bed most of the day and celebrate Juneteenth, because today is Juneteenth, but I celebrated it yesterday, still celebrated today, so happy Juneteenth. But you know what? It's like everything is happening so fast, and I'm thankful. At the same time, I need time to process things. At the same time, I'm grateful. At the same time, I'm just overwhelmed. It's so much information. I'm learning a whole new EMR system, and then I'm going to start seeing patients on Wednesday. Good thing this is not a new specialty for me. Good thing I'm not shy or nervous about treating patients. It's just making sure that my documentation and I get the EMR down, which after I finish filming this video, I am going to go practice. So that's that on the job. Not to mention, I just redid my ACLS, BLS certification in the midst of all this training. And sis is mentally tired. That's pretty much my update. I am going to continue to do psychiatry. I love it. Nothing else that I would rather see myself doing than psychiatry. When I first graduated, it was psych, OB, and family med. I want to do a little bit of everything, almost like I'm on rotations again. I don't want to just do psych forever. Let's just see what the future brings, because I don't know. The way the world is going right now is it's a scary place because everything is up in the air since 2020. And so I have learned to just go with the flow on things, but I can't tell you what's going to happen next in my life. I can only give you updates as it becomes available to me. As God gives me my breadcrumbs and I pick up each breadcrumb, I'll let you know. But for now, this is where I'm at. Also have some partnerships, some endorsements and things coming down the line for me. So don't be surprised if you start seeing some paid partnerships ads featuring me, which I'm so excited. And it's all PA related. It's all things to help with tuition, PA school, and make that journey easier and more conducive for everyone involved. Super excited. Can't tell you what it is yet, but I'm happy. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. God is not done yet, and I'm glad He's not. If you have not gotten a journal, if you haven't gotten a journal, go to the website, theresilientpa.com, and get you a journal. Now, I had my event. I had my event. That went great. We sold a lot of journals, but more importantly, I have been hearing feedback from a lot of people about how much they use their journal, how much the journal has helped them, and how much they're spending time with God. And that is my overall arching goal. So if you're interested in copping you a journal, please do so at theresilientpa.com. Another book that I'm reading, I've had this book, but I'm restarting it again because I never finished. And this is Wholeness by Taveling Roberts. Y'all know I love me some Sarah, and I'm a part of the delegation, and I support her husband too. I know he just came out with a new book called Balance, but I still have to finish Wholeness. I don't think it would be fair for me to keep buying his books and don't read it. So I'm going to read this and get back to y'all. But that wraps up this video. Please check out my videos from my podcast. I have some very inspiring stories. But until next time, guys, please take care, and I'll see y'all on the flip side.